Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. It's a Sunday afternoon as I'm doing this reading, and the countdown has begun, of course, to the day of doom. The Doomsday Countdown, and I shouldn't mock, but it is rather a serious business. The Harkles docuseries apparently is going to stream on the 8th, although there is some doubt about that, but we do know that it's not only the British royal family and the British media that are the target of Harry and Meghan's ire, and in particular Harry's ire, and the dog is voicing his disapproval of everything that I'm saying, or his approval, who knows, in the background, but also the great British public. Apparently they're also going to war, the Harkles, with the British public, and so I'm going to do a Celtic cross using the standard Rider-Waite and see what it is that Harry is so upset about, his relationship with the British public, how he feels, what the problems are, how it's been in the past, how it's going to be in the future. Just a general reading, and see if anything startling pops up, and how ultimately it's going to go, because he seems to think that the British public need to learn a lesson. So he is recorded as saying, allegedly, to a friend, that was around the time of the Oprah interview, and things apparently have not changed. His attitude, his resentment, whatever it is, we'll find out. We'll ask the cards. The cards will hopefully give us some insights into how he's feeling towards the British public. And he should, of course, remember that the British public is the only reason that he is a prince, and that he occupies this position of immense privilege, and his life, his carefree life, where he can dress as Spider-Man and scare small children, is all thanks to the British public, and not thanks to old Bigfoot that he is currently shacked up with in Montecito, or allegedly shacked up with. We're not quite sure about where he is. About to pop out, we gather, with some interviews with the usual suspects. But let's have a look. Celtic cross coming up with the standard Rider-Waite tarot. Harry and his relationship with the British public. How it is ultimately going to go. We got the Hanged Man as the underlying energy of this reading, and I'm going to shuffle the other cards out the way. Hanged Man is an interesting energy because it's the victim energy, the sacrifice. He feels that he is the one who's been hung out to dry, and that he is blameless and innocent, and the British public, of course, so nasty, siding with the big brother, the taller brother, the better looking brother, the more intelligent brother, the better married brother, the first, the heir rather than the spare. But there it is. That is the energy. Hanged Man, victim, feeling helpless, feeling disempowered, feeling resentful, feeling stuck, and unloved and unwanted and all those things. I'm going to slide you along a little bit so you can have that card in your sights as we do the reading proper, because that is the underlying energy. It's major arcana. This is a big deal. He does feel aggrieved. He does feel resentful. He does feel as if he has been sold down the river, and poor Harry. Poor Harry. So the situation from Harry's point of view, we are doing this reading situation. 7 of Cups in reverse is the fact that the little love affair that everybody had with him and that he had with everybody is over. The illusion is over, which the 7 of Cups really represents. It represents possibilities. It represents a certain level of delusion. And when the card is in the reverse, the scales fall from your eyes and you see things the way they really are. And the public now sees him for what he is, no longer in thrall to the British royal family's relentless PR machine. Sir Edward Lane Fox, I think that was his name, who sold that narrative of Harry, the war hero, cheerful chappy, the kind of guy that you could have a drink with and share a laugh with, and down to earth, the real royal, everyone else all stiff and two-dimensional, and Harry was an authentic person. Nobody believes it anymore. This is the issue that he is now faced with. That is the situation, the heart of this reading, that nobody is enthralled to him anymore. Of course, my opinion, let's see what the particular challenge is. What is crossing Harry? What is his problem? What is causing all this trouble. Wow, the Sun in reverse. So many things that card tells me. It tells me, first of all, that he has lost his allure, his shine, his moment in the sun. He feels it. He feels it. He feels that he's been eclipsed, literally. The Sun in reverse is an eclipse. He's been eclipsed by the Wales children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis. They have elbowed him out the way. He's no longer relevant. He's no longer important. He's no longer strutting about on the stage while everybody looks on admiringly. It's ego. In the reverse, it is quite a toxic personality problem. I'm not diagnosing, I'm speculating that there is ego here, there is narcissism, there is desire to be front and center of everything, but now he's been eclipsed. And also, of course, the Leo energy is, you know who, in Montecito, the wife. The wife is also a problem in his relationship with the public, that his relationship with the public has soured consistently, not consistently, but exactly since he hooked up with Meghan Markle. Started out great, yes, how lovely, but it went steadily downhill. The popularity went down, 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 and this is where he is now. Another major arcana, big problem for him, that he has been eclipsed. He's lost his shine, he's lost his importance, he's lost his power. And his ego, his alleged narcissism, his rather difficult personality is now exposed for all the world to see. That Seven of Cups in reverse and the Sun card in reverse, they tell their own tale. So what is his motive? Why is he so aggrieved? What's going on behind the scenes? This resentment that he feels towards the British public. We got the Four of Wands. That's the royal family. It's the happy home, but it is the firm, the foundation, the stability. It's something to do. It's something to do with not being adored and not being admired. I never get that energy off the Four of Wands. But here it is, the wedding, he and Meghan. It could be them not being admired, but it is also William and Catherine. And William and Catherine being the ones that are lauded and admired. I think we've got it there. It took me a little while to get to the core energy of that card. Often when I look at these cards, I get bombarded with a whole lot of information and I've got to pick my way through it, and it's quite difficult. I'm recording these things live, off the cuff. But this is the William and Catherine energy. He resents the fact that William and Catherine are the future of the firm. They are the ones that are being acclaimed, celebrated, feted. Recently in Boston, we saw them behaving beautifully, looking beautiful, meeting with the president, all that stuff. And he resents it. He resents their place in the firm, in the firmament. And that is the problem. That is the problem. The public love them, the public adore them, and he does not like that, in my opinion. What is his focus, his goal, in terms of chastising the public, in terms of his relationship with the public, in terms of the docuseries? What is his goal? King of Swords in reverse. That's a very ugly card, the King of Swords. It always has a Prince Philip energy about it, but I don't think it's Prince Philip at all in this reading. I just think it is literally taking that sword out and stabbing the public with it and telling them off, and in an attack way. The King of Swords upright is wise, is clear-headed, is shrewd, is a leader, a good leader, a fair and just leader. In the reverse, it's cruel, it's bitter, it's vengeful, it's aggressive, it just slashes for the sake of attacking. And that is to some degree what is going on here. He feels that he is now in a position of authority. Kings are always in their authority, in their power, and now he's going to clap back. It's not only Meghan who wants to clap back, it's Harry who wants to use words, images, the cutting energy of literally editing a document, a film or a series together, to attack and to clap back and show them up. And so that's quite interesting. It's an ugly energy always. Swords in reverse are very vicious cards, just generally. How has his relationship with the public been recently? And we have the Ace of Cups. It's been a love affair. It's literally been adoration. Public loved him. Public adored him. Worshipped him. I don't mean that in a disparaging way. I just mean that people really loved him. They loved him in an open-hearted, generous way. They loved him. They loved the boy that they saw, little boy with his mum on the water slides and going to school and all that stuff. We've all got those memories of the little Prince Harry burned into our brains. We've got the memory, of course, of him on that awful day of the funeral. We've got all of those memories. Harry growing up, Harry everything. He was everybody's child. Because he was the child that lost his mother, everyone adopted him, and they loved him. They adored him. It's an innocent, and I say extremely open-hearted and generous feeling of love that just streams towards somebody. So he doesn't realize it. I don't know if he'll ever realize it, but he was loved. He was loved by the British public, absolutely. And how's it going to be in the near future? Of course, the book coming out, the docuseries coming out. How's it going to be going, say, in the next month or so? Yeah, there it is. It's difficult even to hold this card in my hand, I have to tell you. The feeling that I have in my heart as I hold that card is just a wretched feeling. It's a tormented feeling. Betrayal, absolute betrayal. The public is going to feel absolutely betrayed. Not Harry. The public is going to feel betrayed by this prince they held in their hearts for so long. When he comes out and he says the things that he's going to say, the cruel and vicious things that he's going to say, that he has on his mind to say, it's over. The love affair is over. Three of Swords. Betrayal, heartache, grief, immense hurt, pain that you don't recover from with the Three of Swords. It's one of the most difficult cards in the tarot because it's pain that lingers. You feel those daggers through your heart, and you feel them eternally. They don't go away. That sense of betrayal does not go away. It could be mutual, but it is what he's going to be doing to the public that is going to cause a tremendous amount of outrage. Outrage. How dare he say those things? How dare he represent us like this? How dare he accuse us of these things? Obviously, racism going to be in there. Well, I'm speculating, but it seems pretty obvious. Racist public, cruel, vicious public, didn't accept Meghan, didn't care about her because of the racism and the cruelty and all the rest of it. Good luck with that, Harry. Has been, I think, digging your own grave with those three swords there. And that sword over there as well. It's just digging away. So what is his intentions? What is his attitude to the British public? How does he feel towards the public? And it's the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Swords is a stealth card. It's the deception card. It's the dishonesty card. The sneaking away and the ghosting and the stealing and everything awful and criminal and illegal. That was leaving. That was leaving. Him leaving. Ghosting the British public. That was Megxit. That was, we're going. I'm taking away and I'm going. Because you don't deserve me, and I'm going to take what I can from you. You don't deserve me. I'm going. The fact that the card is in the reverse, usually in the reverse, it's a sort of a confession or exposure, and I think that is what he actually feels. That he feels at some level he's being attacked. He's been accused of cowardice and abandonment and treachery. He is literally being accused of treason at this point, and he's aware of it. We know that he likes to sit and read comments on social media and on newspaper comment sections, Daily Mail, and all the rest of them. But he doesn't like the fact that he's been accused of being a coward and a traitor. He's been exposed for these things. People are constantly saying, well, I served with him and blah, blah, this is what he was really doing, that kind of thing. There's constant stories, and the media is constantly digging up stories, and the public endorse them and support them and read them and like them and don't like the docuseries and give dislikes to it and all that kind of stuff. So his feelings towards the public are really are of being attacked and exposed and scrutinized, and he does not like it at all. I promise you that. What pressure is he under? That is pressure, just by the way. The kind of an odd answer to the question that I asked. But we're just getting a picture in this reading of how he feels about the public, his relationship with the public, where he is. He was there, now he's here, and this is how he feels about it. So what pressure is he under with the public currently? What's going on? Again, conflict. Conflict, it's all that we're seeing. The swords here, these ugly swords that are showing up in this reading, the 5 of Swords, is conflict. And that's, he feels that he's being criticized and attacked and scrutinized, and it's a battle. There's literally, try and say that again. It's literally what the press are now saying, commentators are saying about this docuseries, that the Harkles are at war. They're at war with the royal family, they're at war with the media, and they are at war with the British public. There it is. That's an at war card, 5 of Swords. It must be exhausting to be in this energy, constantly feeling that you are under attack. I know that is how the royal family feels, that they're on the receiving end of these constant attacks from the Harkles. But Harry honestly, genuinely feels that he is being constantly attacked by the public. Doesn't seem to be able to differentiate between what the public is feeling and thinking over there and what the media are reporting to get clicks and all the rest of it. But that's my feeling about what is going on. And also, of course, the one old worm tongue, or whatever it is, from the Lord of the Rings, whispering in his ear constantly, and turning him against his people. Exactly. I think it's worm tongue. It's been a while, but that's a nasty creature. He was whispering into the king's ear all those years. There it is. So what are his hopes and fears with relation to the public? And that's the Hermit in reverse. So he's wanting to come out of his isolation and his loneliness and his seclusion and his exile. The Hermit is the Harry card, of course. It's the Major Arcana Virgo card that has been. The Hermit in reverse. The Hermit has gone away on a journey of seeking, gone into exile, had a big think, found his path, and now he comes back with that light, with that, and shows the path. He wants to lead the public and tell them, he's going to tell them off in the docuseries about the error of their ways and their wickedness and all the rest of it. It's a bit of a John the Baptist energy, and he's going to reappear and perhaps covered in locusts, and rather than a Spider-Man suit, and he's going to tell the public, follow me, I have the answers, and there it is. I'm getting a bit biblical, but that is the energy that's coming off, and I don't mean disrespect to the Bible. I do mean disrespect to Prince Harry. Let us be quite frank about that. And that is, of course, just my opinion. And so the outcome of this very unfortunate deterioration in a relationship that was once a truly loving and supportive relationship, how's it going to go ultimately? Not good. Not good. Knight of Swords. We've got another very aggressive energy. The attack card. The swift and vicious. In it comes flying in to do battle, to challenge. Very aggressive energy. Combative energy. The sword of truth held upright when it's like that. In the reverse, it's going to be an ongoing a war of attrition. It's not going to end well. It's not going to be resolved. It's going to be constant attacks, constant sparring, accusations, ugliness, confusion, swords, upright, clarity, wisdom, insight, reverse, confusion, also unintelligence. Upright, they are intelligent. In the reverse, unintelligent. And that's our problem. We have a prince who is wild with rage, lashing out at everybody. We've got the king there. That's what he'd like to be. That's what he wants to be, but he's in reverse. Reduced to a prince, to a knight there. and slashing away at anyone that he feels is disrespecting him. There's a lot of ego in this reading, just have to tell you. A lot of ego. We see it here with the sun in reverse. And he really is absolutely outraged that the public hasn't fallen under Meghan's spell as he and Meghan believed that they would. They've seen through her. They are constant in their criticism, constant in their exposure. We've got two mentions of moon bumps just recently in the press, and Lady C, Sarah Vine and Lady C. It's not the public that are mentioning it, but out it's coming. And of course the public have been mentioning it, speculating, gossiping, rumouring for years about that. They are being exposed, and he does not like it. He doesn't like the fact that the public is right behind William and Catherine, thinks that they're loyal and stable and true, and that's the future of the royal family. Can't stand it, very jealous, very bitter, feels condemned, feels exposed, feels helpless in the face of all of this. But he's going all out. The assault is all out in the next few weeks. So brace yourselves. You know that. You're all braced. You're ready. You are going to hopefully endure this, and the royal family is going to hopefully endure this. I see headlines as I was getting ready to do this reading that Prince William is not going to take this lying down. He's getting ready to clap him back himself, and hooray for that. And so that's your reading, and thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.